As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And some space here. He may go. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 70 yards on the pickup. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Gibbs. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board 1st and 8. After the lead down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. Out to the flat for Hyde. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lance. Lets it go for Nelson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now Cade York for the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Dances by him. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Vikings at 3-7 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now McCarthy. Flush to his right. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And Lance now to throw. He dumps it to Hyde. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So, who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Gibbs. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers.
To the air with McCarthy.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Commanders take over first down at their own 39-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
From the gun, it's Lance.
His throw incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
It certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
From the pistol, they'll run with high. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
To throw, it's Lance. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And when the time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's McCarthy.
Steps away to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Nick Bonito has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
They try the middle with Hyde.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run it again with Hyde. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they can't bring him down. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
62 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can.
Well, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 102 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Middle of the field to Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jahmyr Gibbs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Throwing now is Lance.
He finds his running back, Hyde. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Lets it go for Nelson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Lance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Off of play action, and here's Lance.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third and 2. off to Gibbs, headed right here.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's over the middle. He finds Naylor.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Derek Barnes in on the stop.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now 2nd and 9. From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, McCarthy escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And that will be incomplete.
But this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. McCarthy operating from the gun. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Marte Mapu.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. And Lance, he's going to change the play.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night.
Second and 5. Gibbs straight ahead.
Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. The give, right side for Gibbs.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. They'll run high. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now McCarthy. That one completes a nailer.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He will have the conversion and more than that.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
144 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
To the air with McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Now Lance again. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
A 10th carry for Hyde.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
This is 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw.
He dumps it to Hyde.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here comes 2nd down.
Lance looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Here's Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. And they'll go for it. Lance able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
And York on now for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Commanders 35, Vikings 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. They'll go again with Gibbs. Oh, and that a very short gain. They do get a 1st, but short pickups, not what they're looking for.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
Oh, able to avoid him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
He's back to throw. His throw caught. What about the foul?
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Washington,
the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.